All right, guys, so we're on day two. My camera boo-booed. I checked it several times and thought it was recording, looked like it was recording, but I lost 3 hours of video somehow. So as you can see, we dug pretty good, got it sloped out on the second day here. We want to talk a couple of things about using a front end loader. Okay, as you can see, I have no tooth bar, plan on getting one. But I noticed on a lot of videos, when I would watch videos of different people working their front end loaders, even with a tooth bar, they would come in and they would tilt their bucket at a sharp angle and trying to grab, 3, 4, 5 inches deep and to dig up. And even if you have a tooth bar, that don't work so well. It is better to come in at a slight angle with your bucket and get about an inch, maybe an inch and a half, and run that for a long distance than it is to try to get 3 inches for just a few feet. I'm not even got a tooth bar, and it's just cutting right through this stuff. Something else too, when you try to dig in too sharp, too fast, what happens is you gouge the ground, because you come to a stop pretty quick. So you got to pick up your bucket or you got to joust, and you end up gouging the ground. And what will happen is you really want a nice, smooth dig. You want it to be smooth, because what will happen is, as you dig out that ground, you gouge that ground out, as your front tires come in and hit and drop, well, if your blade is set with your tractor and the front end drops, well, your blade drops. So then you make another gouge, and then you just end up keep gouging it out, and you get washboard. And if you keep going over the same area, the lows keep getting lower and the highs stay higher. So it just keeps getting worse and worse. You want a nice smooth transition, particularly like this right here. You want nice smooth as possible, so that the tractor does less work trying to compensate from going up and down over, dropping in them hills, in them gouges, and then trying to overcome that. It's just smooth. And when you pulling this much weight and that front end loader is loaded, it's a lot less stressful on the machine backing it up out of this hole with all that bucket full of clay. So remember, when you're digging with a front end loader, don't go for max. It just don't work. Try to just kind of lay your bucket down and slightly angle in and just get it going up underneath there, and then tilt it up and just take off an inch or two, inch and a half at a time. Like I said, an inch for 10 feet run, you're gonna fill that bucket up a lot faster than you will trying to get 3 inches for 2 feet. It's just not gonna work very well for you. And then you get that washboard effect. So whenever you're digging with a front end loader, try to minimize how deep you're digging each time. Look at it more as you're just shaving the earth. You're shaving a layer off each time. And as you can see with the dirt here, it works very well. I mean, it will move some dirt like that. Another thing, man, this tractor has just been impressive. The front end loader, this is the first chance I really get to work the front end loader, and it is just, it's impressive. I would have never thought the front end loader, especially being that it's a quick attach, it is not really anchored to the tractor, real heavy duty secured, so that you can quickly pull it off and detach it from the tractor. It would have done this with this kind of force that I'm using, pushing in into the clay to break it up and scooping up the bucket loads. So, all right, so what I got now is we're about 3.5 foot to about 4 foot in some spots here, and I'm well past my marks. My marks are right over here. I'm good 10, 15 feet past the marks digging up. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the tractor to speed things up, and I'm gonna come in with the backhoe, and I'm gonna break up the soil about 6 inches deep or so. And then I'll come in with the front end loader, scoop it up, and haul it out with the front end loader, since I can carry far more soil in that bucket, that front end loader, than I can in that backhoe. And then just keep working my way out. So let's see how that goes, and we'll give that a shot. front wheel assist and your front tires are off the ground, all you got is one tire driving. Unless you hit your diff lock, all it drives is one rear tire, both front tires. So if you pick your front end off the ground, that front assist or that four-wheel drive, it ain't doing you much to no good at all. So try to keep your front tires on the ground as much as possible when you're taking off each layer. That way you got that assist of the front tires pulling as well. gotta tell you, my legs are kicking my butt. I'm having to push to keep my butt in the seat going up that incline. That's a steep son of a gun, and it's kicking my butt right now. But this little beast, acting like it ain't much where you see it. It's a little slow, but man, it just don't stop. Yeah, guys, I don't see making the 8 feet. Now, I think once that's probably about as deep as I'm gonna go right here, and then start squaring it up, cutting it even all the way across, working my way backwards, so that I make sure I have enough time to finish this thing. Well, guys, it's gonna be dark in about another 10 minutes, so call it a day. I'll get up early in the morning and do some more cutting right in here, level this off a bit, and then do some more cutting right in here at my 20 feet. This is about as deep as it's gonna get. Pretty close to probably about 5.5 feet. I wanted to get 8 feet. Just I would need another 2 days to make sure that I have plenty enough time to cover it back up, and I don't have it. Even if I can take off of work, I don't have it with the weather that's coming. So this is just gonna have to do. But doggone, is that not an impressive little beast? That secondary incline, when I cut it down, cut it short to try to dig out more along the bottom laterally here, that little son of a gun, you can hear my tractor quit because I'm literally sliding my fat butt sliding off the seat when it's going up to trigger the safety switch on it. So man, that's just a little animal of a tractor. So all right, let me pick everything up, and we'll get back cracking on it first thing in the morning.